Today, I'm putting my life science and biotech degree to good use by conducting a very important study on what flavors ZZZ men would have if they were lactating. With the power of science and Hugo's stolen funding, I have developed a cookie that can safely induce milk production. But this is not just any ordinary milk-inducing cookie. Depending on a person's hormones, body chemistry, and other biological factors, the flavor can change from person to person. So technically, everyone should produce a different milk flavor. And to my surprise, some of them don't even taste like milk. And don't worry, this study was 100% consensual and everyone signed a contract. So if anything goes horribly wrong, I will be completely innocent and we can all legally blame Cash Money and send them straight to jail. With the complete report I have with me right now, it is time to share the results. First up is Wise. Wise's sample has a very warm and comforting flavor profile. It's basically like regular milk, a little too sweet for my liking, but you can tell that he's definitely going to be a great mother, which will make his alpha proud. And then we have Lighter. It felt like his sample had hands because it was kinda spicy. It's like drinking milk infused with hot cinnamon or chili flakes. It hits the back of your throat instantly, but if you're someone into that, you would probably like it. Listen, I love Lighter, but would I go for seconds? Definitely not. Then we have Harumasa. The initial taste is like those famous Korean banana milk, light and pleasant, but it quickly shifts into a little bit of cough syrup. I don't know how that's even possible. So after a while, it turns into an artificial and slightly numbing sweetness that would make you feel a little drowsy. Please take note of that precaution for anyone who's trying though. And please do not drink and drive with this one. Moving on to Lycon. He truly lives up to his expectations as a sophisticated butler. One sip and you know it's premium fresh milk and has impeccable microfoam. Highly recommended for lattes. My coffee that morning has never tasted that good. I had to ask Lycon if I can stock up to 2 gallons because, hey, free good milk. I literally saved 2 weeks worth of groceries. I mean, he's probably still passed out until now, but you know, he's gonna be alright. And then we have Seth. He was pretty shy about it in the beginning, but I was like, hey, this could save nations. And he straight up locked in, giving his all, but his sample was the least among the rest. Probably he was having some performance anxiety, and that does factors a lot in this experiment. Anyways, his flavor is the classic Oreo cookies and cream. I probably could even make a McFlurry with this one, but yeah, just like the person he is, it's simple and sweet. Now, Hugo was somehow eager about this. I really don't know why, but his sample was kind of unexpected. I thought it was going to be something dark and bitter, but it's just something that tasted like strawberry Nesquik. For Anton, I don't know why his sample looks like a biological hazard. It's green and glowing, but it just tasted like the original Monster drink. I don't know where the dairy went, but it does give you an immediate heart rate spike. Ben Bigger's sample was super thick. It was borderline sweet condensed milk. It is so dense, you could probably use it as actual cement on a construction site. Then Monato. We've already discussed this before. This man was producing high quality protein shakes. It's super sweet and creamy, and you can actively hear the metal blender ball rattling around in the cup just by looking at him. Savarian's sample was basically mint chocolate chip milk, but it felt like 99% mint and only one single chocolate chip. You know, like those strong mint candies where you can't stand eating as a kid and leaves your mouth freezing like a freezer. And then there's Billy. He was just giving us pure machine oil. When I asked him about it, he frantically explained that he forgot to install a lactating machine in his compartments, which I don't know actually existed, and it turns out he's just having a massive oil leak from his cases. So we literally had to call Grace to come drag him back to the workshop. Then after that mess, I forgot to stop Banyue from eating the cookies. But surprisingly, he actually had the lactating machine installed inside him, and oh god, it was flowing way too much. We literally had to hook up a drainage pipe until it finally calmed down. Surprisingly though, his sample actually worked like the others, and I have to say, his was my favorite. It's perfectly engineered oat milk, which, as a person who is lactose intolerant, I would definitely use it in my coffee and matcha. As I was about to wrap up, somehow, Pyrois managed to sneakily eat the cookies because they had a major FOMO or whatever. Then they gave me their sample cup that tasted like grape soda with a specific painful spice of a McDonald's Sprite. But I was curious how they can even produce this because, I don't see anything going on there. And they just said, don't worry about it. Obviously, I kept pressuring them, so they stuck me directly into their portal hole, and I spent the next 3 hours floating in a literal sea of grape Fanta. But those are my findings throughout the experiment. Honestly, I would call this a massive success, and I'll be more than willing to have another similar study in the future. Again, for science. But that is all I have to offer for you today, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.